What's happening, everybody? Welcome back. This is Forgo, and today I want to talk about S. Chrome, an absolutely insane character, man. So much fun to play, so tanky, hence the tank character, and just godly damage, godly survivability, just an amazing character, and actually relatively easy to play because of his survivability, guys. This is an amazing character. So let's talk about his build and talk about his gameplay. So the first thing, guys, is, his 6-star weapon is really nice to have because whenever you do the QTE, you're going to get the elemental resistance down or the ice resistance down every time you do a QTE. It's pretty much a must pull for this character. I mean, unless you're maining Chrome, then really the 5-star weapon would be more than enough. And you're always going to want to be doing 3 pings with this character, obviously, because when you do a 3 ping with the 5-star weapon, you're going to get the extra damage. Or when you do a 3 ping with the 6-star weapon, you're also going to be triggering frost corrosion when you're using them as a main damage dealer. Now, I do have a couple resonance, as many of you saw in the pulls that I got. I did get 2 extra weapons, and you definitely want to be doing the duration of effective tank class skill increases. This is an absolute must for a tank character. And then the other one that I would recommend for him, if you do end up doing this other resonance for him, is the inflict chilly effect upon dealing ice damage. Reduces the target's ice resistance by another 8%, which is awesome, guys. I think his ice resistance is already at 15%, so it actually is 23% in total if you have that resonance. That is insane. And when you do resonance on a weapon, you should always do 2 first, then 1, then the third one. Pretty damn sweet, right? It's awesome they actually give that extra resonance. This is the memory set that you're going to be using on this character, whether you're using him as a sub DPS with Lucia Plume or whether you're using as a main damage dealer. The Zuen set is definitely the way to go, and you want the Icinus on top because they have lower attack than the Zuen set. This is actually the proper way to set these up to get the most bang for your buck as far as attack. And this is my resonance, guys. Now, when it comes to resonating for this character, you really want to have the tank passive for him. You want the tank passive for this guy, which is going to be this one here. Go to skill preview, my bad. But the class skill level 1, this is the one you want. For the bottom slot, for resonation, that's the one you want for the bottom slot. For the top slot, what you're going to want is just regular attack. A crit is okay. It really doesn't matter. As long as you're getting attack on the top slot, that's all that matters. So if whether you get this one or whether you get this one, whether you get this one, any one of those are all good. That's going to be the best bang for your buck. So attack on top and the tank class on bottom as far as your resonance. And you guys can see I got pretty much butchered on my resonance. My resonance isn't worth a damn. It really sucks. Terrible. And then whenever it comes to hypertuning these, just hypertune the bottom ones because if you hypertune the top, you just get HP and crit doesn't work with a damn with elemental characters. So if you just do the bottom, you'll gain some extra attack, which is really great for a character like Chrome. Now let's talk about his skills. Now in the runs that you guys are going to see, and really the difference this character makes on your ice team is godly, guys. He really does make an insane difference, and I have not leveled him up at all. He's still just an S rank character. I haven't taken him to double S or nothing like that, so this is very feasible for free to play. So his red orbs draws the blade to slash upward before taking down the enemy with a quick horizontal strike, dealing a certain percentage of physical damage based on number of orbs pinged. By the way, guys, anytime you do a 3 ping with this guy, you're always going to be dealing ice damage, which is what your goal should always be because it's going to synergize with your 6-star weapon or your 5-star weapon. Deals ice damage on a 3 ping. If the capacity of Glorious Shield is greater than 50% upon a 3 ping, right? So if you have more than 50% shield down here at the bottom, then 50% of Glorious Shield will be consumed to deal a certain percentage of ice damage instead. So when you do a 3 ping above that 50% threshold, you're going to be doing more ice damage. And then Chrome Glory will gain Condensed Frost for a certain period of time during the action. If Chrome Glory is attacked during this period, the attack will be nullified and the attacker will be slowed down, which is nice. And 50% of Glorious Shield will be recovered. The shield gives him an insane amount of survivability, and the fact that he slows down all of his targets, which is really fitting for an ice character. It's just awesome, guys. And he does this with all of his orbs, whether it's yellow, whether it's blue, whether it's red. He slows them down with any of them, which is awesome. So the yellow orb, Glory swings the blade upward and creates an icy vortex that pulls enemies close before slamming them down, dealing a certain percentage of physical damage. Of course, you deal ice damage, we do a 3 ping. If the capacity of Glorious Shield is greater than 50% upon 3 ping. I mean, you're going to see the same text over and over and over. 50% of Glorious Shield will be consumed to deal a certain percentage of ice damage instead, and Chrome Glory will gain Condensed Frost for a certain period of time during the action. If Chrome Glory is attacked during this period, the attack will be nullified and slower, right? And then again, 50% of Glorious Shield will be recovered. And then the blue orbs, guys, is going to be the same thing. On a 3 ping, you're going to be dealing ice damage. If the Glorious Shield is greater than 50%, upon using a 3 ping, then 50% of Glorious Shield will be consumed to deal ice damage instead. And Glory will gain Condensed Frost for a certain period of time during the action. If Chrome Glory is attacked during this period, attacks will be nullified or slowed, which is great, and slowed, sorry. And 50% of Glory Shield will be recovered. It's just nuts, guys. Like, he can recover his shield on any one of his orbs whenever you're doing your 3 pings. His basic attack attacks consecutively using the gun blade, dealing a certain percentage of physical damage in Frost Spirit form. And this is when you hold down your basic attack, you'll go into Frost Spirit form. Basic attacks are replaced by more powerful Frost instead, dealing a total of certain percentage of ice damage. During the actions of Frost Strike, Chrome Glory will also gain Condensed Frost for a certain period of time. If Chrome Glory is attacked during this period, the attack will be nullified and attack will be slowed again, and 50% of Glorious Shield will be recovered. Frost Strike does not recover any single orb. So whenever you're in your Frost form, whenever you go into your fight and you hold your basic attack button down, you'll go into Frost form, you're not going to be generating orbs. What they're going to do is they're going to reorganize your orbs, just like what they do with Lucia Plume, and he's going to be dealing nothing but ice. And there's going to be an ice gauge at the bottom, a little shield gauge down here at the bottom, and as it's going down, you're always going to be dealing ice damage. And once it goes completely down, then you're going to go back to physical damage. You're going to have to play a little while. Once that shield automatically regenerates back up, then you can hold your basic attack down again, and then go into your Frost form once again. His signature consumes 80 energy, which is really, really nice. It's not 100 energy, which is really great. And his thing does an insane amount of damage. QTE does a lot of hits, which is why the Zwin set actually works really well for him, because it actually procs whenever you're doing the QTE. It just adds a lot more ice damage. And then his tank passive, extra damage reduction by a certain percentage. And then, of course, the ultimate unlocks the 3 single orbs. Now, this is where it gets really interesting. So his core passive, during battle, Chrome Glory's HP is compressed to 40%. So he's going to have 40% HP, and with the remaining 60% filled with Glorious Shield. So the other 60% is going to be a blue marker on his health bar that represents the Glorious Shield that automatically regenerates over time. When he has full energy, press and hold the basic attack to empty the Glorious Shield capacity and activate Frost Spirit form. Rearranging all single orbs, all 3 pings made in this form will again condense Frost without consuming Glorious Shield. But Glorious Shield cannot automatically regenerate while Frost Spirit is active. So what that means is the shield's going to keep going down as you're in Frost form, as you're in Ice form. It will not regenerate until Ice form is completely finished, and then it will start regenerating. Also inflicting them across corrosion that reduces their ice resistance by 15% for 8 seconds. So yeah, I mean, with the 8 seconds from the resonance that I have on the signature weapon, we're getting 23% ice resistance down, which is awesome. Treating this effect again will renew its duration. And then of course his leadership, ice damage while members increased by 10%, tanks increased by 5%, and then his SS passive. And this is what all free-to-play are going to be able to do. His signature, Ryan Blast, will deal 20% more damage, which is nice, especially considering how much damage that thing does deal. And then 3 ping skills will, with Condensed Frost, deal 10% more damage, which is awesome, guys. I mean, you're going to be doing even more damage with them. And then Condensed Frost Slow Effect is replaced by Freeze. This is very, very insane for CC. So instead of slowing down your opponents, you're actually going to be freezing them. It's a solid form of CC, and you can just do massive damage to them while they're frozen. That is nice. And the freeze will freeze all enemies within a certain distance from self. That is sweet. And then we get into the whale territory, where whenever you go to Triple S, the effect of Chrome's Glory Frost Corrosion increases by 10%. So I mean, yeah, that's nice, guys. And then Trigger Condensed Frost also recovers 100% of Glory's shield, increases Glory's attack by 10%. So his resistance down is actually going to go up. And then Triple S Plus, which is with the Giga Whales, activating Frost Spirit now retains 25% of Glorious Shield max capacity and recovers 40% energy, which is going to help do a signature more often. While in Frost Spirit form, Chrome Glory's ice damage increased by 20%, which is just insane. When Condensed Frost is triggered, the duration of freeze increases by a second. So you also get a longer length of time concerning your CC. That is sweet. That is pretty damn sweet, but I mean, we all know that Triple S Plus is an insane investment for these characters. Now, when it comes to playing with Chrome, I mean, all you're really trying to do, guys, whether you're swapping him in, whether you're using him as a main damage dealer, is you always want to enter ice form. You hold your basic attack down, you'll see this little ice shield around him, right? And you always want to be doing 3 pings, right? Try to do 3 pings as much as you can, and just do a bunch of basic attacks while that's going on, right? So now you see the regeneration here. This thing is regenerating. We're only going to be doing physical damage unless we do 3 pings, okay? If we do 2 ping or 1 ping, it's just going to be physical damage. But if I dodge this matrix, that is ice damage. You see that Chrome has that highlight around him, which is showing that he's in that ice form, dealing that ice damage. And when we hold our basic attack down, boom, you can see that he constantly is glowing around him, which shows the ice form, and the gauge is going down. Once this gauge goes all the way down, then it is gone. Now you're doing physical damage unless you do 3 pings. So we'll just wait again. We'll show the 3 ping, boom, and boom. And you guys can see, booyah, nice, 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 nice. So let's take a look at his orbs. Okay, so now that we have all these orbs built up, took a little bit of time because he was killing this guy way too fast. Watch what happens when I enter ice form. So when I hold the basic attack down, all these orbs at the bottom are going to rearrange, okay? Just like Lucia Plume, okay? They're going to rearrange, and then you see the red are together, the blue are together, and the yellow are together. And the red does a nice big slash, the blue does a jump slam down, and then the yellow, a swing and then a slam down, which is really, really nice. And then, of course, you have his signature. Nice. I mean, that thing does insanity. You can also parry, guys, whenever you're entered into your ice form. So whenever you enter ice form here, right now, I can't show you guys here. I'll actually put it up in the right-hand corner of the screen right now, where I'll show you where whenever you are in our ice form, if you parry, you'll actually gain some of your glorious shield, which is awesome. So you can actually parry and your basic attacks with him also when he's in his ice form. But remember, when you're in ice form, you will not regenerate orbs. But essentially, guys, all you're really trying to do with this character when you're playing with him is when you swap him in or when you're using him as a main damage dealer, hold your basic attack down and start running through your 3 pings. Start running through your skills while you're in ice form. That way you're going to be dealing way more damage. And then once it dissipates, like if you're using him as a main damage dealer, then you're just going to keep attacking until that shield automatically regenerates, and then you can enter ice form again and start doing a bunch of damage. Remember, whenever he isn't in ice form, as long as you're doing 3 pings, he'll still be doing ice damage. So it's always a really good focus to be doing 3 pings as much as possible, especially when he isn't in ice form. And when he is in ice form, obviously if you do 3 pings, you're still going to be doing more damage, but you really just want to be running through your orbs as fast as possible while he is in his ice form. And what I want to show you guys is that, and I really can't show you guys a comparison because Warzone is actually finished, but I did a run in Warzone having Chrome on the team, and I also did a run in Phantom Pain Cage where I took on Machiavelli here. And in Machiavelli, I got 246,000 points, which is pretty good, but I'm pretty sure it could have done better. This is with an S rank Chrome that has terrible resonance and no hypertuning on him. And this score, guys, is comparative to my Triple S Nier team that cost about 750 American dollars. That's how awesome it is to have Chrome on your ice team with Wan Qi and Lucia Plume. Right? So like if you have Lucia Plume, like this guy's an insane investment, a worthy investment, especially for free to play, because what I'm showing you guys is very free to play friendly. I just have a double S Plume, Wan Qi you can level up through the interlude, and Chrome is just at S rank. So he can still become stronger, especially if you have really good resonance, you have those tank passives on the bottom slot, you have attack on the top slot. He would be much, much stronger, especially if he had some hyper tuning on. He would be much stronger, and this score would be much better. And when Warzone, I did get about a little over 400,000. It's not the best score. I definitely believe I can do better, but that team can do every bit as good as my Triple S Nier team, guys. Now, my Triple S Nier team does do better, but I also have better resonance. I have them leveled up much more, and the fact that I could get over 400,000 with S Chrome, It's pretty awesome, guys. I didn't have a whole lot of time to play because on the weekends I just work so much. So I do apologize for that, guys. Like, I'm pretty sure I could have done better with some practice, and maybe I will in the future try to do some practice and get better at playing Warzone with my Heist team. I'm not the best at playing with that team, and I'm not really sure if I'm even playing them correctly. I just kept trying to use their signatures, switch between them as much as possible to try to get the highest score possible. I really need to play with it a little bit more. So, take it with a little bit of a grain of salt, but just know that having this guy on your team is insane. It really is, guys. Like, for this team, for a double S Plume, for my triple S Wanshi, who any free-to-play player can level up to triple S plus, and an S Crone to be putting up scores equal to my triple S near team is insane, guys. I mean, it's just insane. So I'm gonna leave you guys with those runs. Let me know what you think about S Chrome, and I do stream on Twitch at 9 p.m. GT+7 time. The link is in the description below, and I hope you enjoyed the video. Thank you for watching. Y'all take care and have a good one. See you, everybody.